Yeah, that's beautifully said. And we always say, like, when we do the debriefing, it's show up as a coach first. And you're in service to the client, you're not in service to the report, right? Sometimes if we look at the report as having some truth or, like objective truth to it, then it's like, okay, the report is the truth, and I need to make sure that the client gets whatever the report is saying. And then we lose sort of the connection, the depth connection with the client. If we really put the client at the center and their resourcefulness and their wholeness at the center, and that's what we focus on. And the report is just an enabler to get to the essence faster. I think that's what Aruna, you were sort of pointing to as well, is that, the
Yeah.
real benefit of this tool and the assessment is can help zoom in to the key levers very quickly. You know how Babaraj, you went to communication skills, even though it was green and everything else, a lot of else was green, you sort of were able to point to something specific, and then we could go and unpack that. And then we connected it to co-creation, and something started to emerge from that. So, it's a very big field, but it helps to zoom in and narrow in. And I think that's really the purpose of the assessment. And once
Yeah.
that has been done, we should be 100% present with the client and what's emerging in the moment, and sort of let the report, put it aside. It's kind of served its purpose.
And as Mark said, the opening question is, this element around, I think he asked you, is there anything that surprises or jumps out? And it could be, depending on, we say, the client to choose. It's interesting very often to find where these tensions lie. And that can also be starting with something that you feel reaffirmed and reassured and recognize. And I loved what you said, listening deeply for me is connecting to the other person's soul. I mean, wow, I've written that down. I find that's beautiful. And I'll be thinking of that when I have my conversation with someone next time, with Mark, for example, where it's very easy to connect with the soul, by the way. Thank you.